That's what I love about this look, is that you can transition it through into the evening too, and it still looks flawless for like a lunch date too. Welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel, which is all about educational beauty. Today's video is my lunch date makeup tutorial. So this is just me showing you how I do my makeup for a general lunch date. Now, I'm going out for lunch with my husband. For you, it could be friends, it could be your partner, it could be anyone, but it's also a look that is going to look flawless and is going to last all day because I've got a lot going on today. Now, before we do head into the video, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so that you don't miss any of my future videos. And I'm over on Instagram, so please do come say hi there too. Now let's head straight into the video. So this is kind of my like get ready with me lunch date makeup tutorial. So I'm going on a lunch date with my husband and I wanted to show you exactly how I get ready for it. I do have a few things to do today, like I've got to go to the mall, I've got like lunch date as I said, and a few other things that I got to do. So I really want my makeup to stay put and look flawless. Plus I am vlogging today for my other channel, so I really do want my makeup to just like stay in place and not get anywhere. So we're going to be making sure that we kind of do a nice full base. And I'm going to start with my moisturizer. I'm using my Medina Dew from Wind. I'm just going to like kind of smooth this over my face because obviously like I'm still like recovering from my sunburn, so my skin's a little bit kind of dehydrated, a bit dry. So that's why I'm using Medina Dew, because it's like, it says Medina Dew Melting Rose Water Moisturizer. So because of the sunburn, that's why I'm using this, because it's going to like draw in and lock in the moisture with the hyaluronic acid, the glycerin. So it's just generally very, very good for dehydrated and dry skin. It's honestly the best thing ever because I feel like the moisture just kind of like stays there. Like you can feel that it's not greasy whatsoever. It's very light on the skin. So you don't feel like you're actually wearing like a thick moisturizer or anything. So that's why I'm using this. Just going to get my Drunk Elephant Sea Tango eye cream and smooth that around the eyes. We're going for a Peruvian lunch today, so that should be nice. I've literally only got half an hour, so I really need to speed this up. Okay, let's go straight in now with some primer. I'm going to use my Kat Von D Pore Refining primer, and I'm just literally patting this over any kind of like obvious open pores that I've got that are like just a bit kind of obvious. There you go. I don't want anything special with my makeup today. I just want it to look really flawless. I'm going to go in with my concealer and I'm just applying this to my eyelids first. This is my 35N medium. My tan has slowly kind of like got a little bit lighter, which is great because it feels like I'm not burnt as much. It's definitely much better. I was peeling on the forehead and everything. I even did a reel when I was burnt. I don't know why. I think I just needed to do one. And if you look at it, it's on my Instagram. I think it's like the sculpted one. And you can really clearly see how burnt my forehead is, like really patchy. Okay, just going to get my Benai banana powder and my powder puff. Just kind of like press this in. And then I'm just dusting this off. Next, I'm just going to apply this on my under eyes. I am just going to apply a little bit in these areas too, because I just feel like we'll just brighten up my face a bit, just in like all the right areas. So this is my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood complexion brush. The only thing I'm using this on is all the other areas other than my under eye area. And I'm just kind of like buffing it in. Okay, let's buff this now in. Gonna get my NARS concealer, and this is where I'm just gonna like sculpt my face a little bit. So I'm just putting it on the like edges here because I feel like this helps to slim down my face. And then obviously my jawline. Who doesn't want a jawline? And just a little V here. And then straight down the bridge of the nose on the side. I feel like that one went a little bit wonky. Hold on. There you go. And then obviously on these areas here, this is where I get my Hollywood complexion brush and I just basically buff this in. So you can see now we've started to get like a really nice sculpted look everywhere. And then we're going to go over with our foundation. And that's going to basically give us a veil of colour. So I'm going to use my Kat Von D Good Apple Serum Foundation. I am using 2 shades because initially this shade was great on me when I was like really brown. This is Tan 066, but it can look a little bit dark on me now. So I'm going to mix it with Tan 060 and just like 1 pump of that. And let's see what this turns out like. Yeah, it's a bit better. I can always bronze myself up after. Okay, just going to get my sponge and I'm going to put the smallest amount all over. And my sponge is damp. I'm literally just kind of like buffing this over. Just from the forehead, working my way down. But then I actually skip the cheek area because I like to do that last. And then I go over the cheek area last. I think I just said that. I'm kind of happy with that. I'm just going to like take the creases out from my my under eye area. It's just right below my eye. Just with the tip of the sponge. Then I'm going to go in with my powder. I'm going to really kind of press this in. And then I'm just lightly going to go over other areas. And then just dust it off with my Hourglass veil brush. Now for the first like kind of 45 minutes or so, my face is going to look pretty matte. But then after that, it's going to look really kind of a bit more natural. So you've got to be prepared to go through that first hour if you want to do it this way. And the reason we're doing it this way so that it stays all day. I'm just going to use my Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax because I actually really like this. It's just not as like strong as the Too Faced one. I really love the Too Faced one, but I don't need all that kind of like that, the way that it is, so it just makes your brows really hard and sometimes it can end up looking a bit kind of, you know, like you get little white bits if it mixes with your makeup. Whereas this is a bit more kind of natural daytime and I just kind of like flatten it. I am just going to get my Kylie Baddie on the Block blush and I'm using my Kevyn Aucoin Neo powder brush. Let's sculpt my nose a little bit more. As usual, my Fenty 200 brush and my Fenty Sunstalker in Shady Biz. And I'm just going to literally go over the nose contour that I did. Just a little bit. I just don't have to do as much now that I've done it underneath. So I literally just take not even a minute to do this. And then I get my Tom Ford highlighter and my 234 Zoeva brush. And I just go a little bit across here with some highlight and then down the bridge of my nose. Okay, gonna get my Island Ting bronzer from Fenty and my veil brush and I'm just basically gonna start from the top of the ear and just warm up my kind of face a little bit from the perimeter and slowly work my way in. And then I go up into my hairline a little bit. Just here, not at the top, because I just want to focus on slimming my face a bit. Okay, brows. I'm going to get my Lime Crime Bushy Brow pen. I'm just going to draw in some, like, hairs. So I usually do it just on the first quarter of the brow, and then I finish off with the brow pencil. This is where I get my Benefit Precisely My brow pencil, and 3.5 is the shade, and I just basically start kind of like shaping the bottom part of the brow, because I don't like my brows being super high, and they kind of like are pretty high. So I always focus on filling in the bottom section, because otherwise it's just gonna look like ridiculous. There's just a lot of space that I have in between, you know, like my brow and my eye, which I'm actually really thankful for because I can create really good looks. It still is a little bit much, so I like to kind of focus on filling in the bottom part. Okay, so my brows are done. Now I've got to figure out what I want to do with my eyes, and I don't know. I don't know what to do with my eyes. How about I do like a kind of smoky lash line? I think what I'll do is I'll do a very slight smoky lash line, very thin. So I'm going to use this It Cosmetics Superhero No Tug Shadow Stick. Now, because I want it like super thin, I'm actually going to use a brush. So I'm going to like go like that and not apply the pencil directly. This is the E21 brush. So I'm just going to like cover it. The tip, let me see if I can give you a nice close-up shot. So I'm just basically covering the tip. And then I'm going to just press it really close to my lash line. Just kind of like press it and then flick it to the side or upwards. And then use your finger if you need to blend it a bit. I've got like my false lashes, my lash extensions are on their last legs. It's like literally, it's the last few left there, but you know, you shouldn't pull them out. But also they're very prone to kind of moving around when you're like being a bit more rough on the eye. So I'm literally just pressing it close to the lash line. I always kind of like close your eye. It's much easier to do it that way. And anywhere it looks a bit harsh, use your finger to kind of like buff it. And then what I'm going to do is just drag it up a little bit. Like into a tiny flick. Like I haven't added any more product for this bit, by the way. I'm just literally just kind of dragging it a little bit. So it's a very soft shadow almost there. Like it shouldn't even look like a line. It should just look like you've dragged whatever product's already there upwards and outwards. So it's very nice and natural. The shade that I just put on was Fearless Umber, or Umber, I don't know how you say it. This one is Tenacious Tawny, and I'm just using, this is my Sigma E30 brush, and I'm doing the same thing. So I'm basically just like covering the brush, and I'm using this one on my lower lash line. Not too much, because I don't want it to look like too dark. This will add some kind of definition there without it looking too harsh, and I like that amount. This is the Carry Lash, and I've just basically chopped them up into little bits, and I'm just going to add them wherever I feel that I need extra lashes. I kind of feel like we've got enough lashes there. I've just added a few on, well, more on this side because this had less. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of mascara to my lower lashes. And that should kind of like finish this off. Oh, I still need to do my lips. My lip cheat. I'm just going to finish off with a little bit of my Rare Beauty Lip Souffle in Brave. And I really like this colour. Just kind of like go back and forth between different shades. And then I just get my lip brush, which is my Charlotte Tilbury lip brush, and just kind of like smooth it over. There you go. I am done with my date lunch kind of makeup. I hope you like it, and I hope you've seen that it, you know, that even though we've got like a very, very subtle kind of wing, it's quite faded. So you can wear this during the day too. And I do think that a lot of people can wear this in the evening too. But that's what I love about this look, is that you can transition it through into the evening too. And it still looks flawless for like a lunch date too. Especially if you've got a lot going on, you want to make sure your makeup stays on all day. So I really do hope you've enjoyed this. Today I'm going to love you and leave you because I think I'm in a little bit late. But I am going to see you soon on the next video, and I'm sending you loads of good vibes. I really do hope you enjoyed this video today. If you want to see more kind of like date makeup or get ready with me, then let me know in the comments box below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so that you don't miss any of my future videos. Until the next video, take care, and I'll see you soon.